Taiwan president has confirmed a small number of US troops are present in Taiwan to help with training, adding she had faith that the American military would defend the island in the event attack. She said. But she also insisted she hopes that China and Taiwan can coexist peacefully despite the current knife-edge atmosphere.
President Joe Biden told Southeast Asian nations the United States would stand with them in defending freedom of the seas and democracy, and called China's actions towards Taiwan coercive and a threat to peace and stability.
The top U.S. military officer, General Mark Milley, has provided the first official U.S. confirmation of a Chinese hypersonic weapons test that military experts say appears to show Beijing's pursuit of an Earth-orbiting system designed to evade American missile defenses.
The World Bank halted disbursements for operations in Sudan in response to the military's seizure of power from a transitional government, while state oil company workers, doctors and civilian groups opposing the takeover. Thousands of people have taken to the streets since Monday's coup led by Armed Forces Chief General Burhan, and several have been killed in clashes with security forces.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, in a phone call with Sudanese Foreign Minister on Thursday, condemned Sudan's military takeover and the arrest of the country's citizens. They also discussed how the United States can best support the Sudanese people's call for a return to a civilian-led transition to democracy.
A British trawler has been seized by French authorities as the bitter row over post-Brexit fishing in the English Channel took a dramatic turn. A source close to the case said, a judge has to deal with the British boat. The skipper faces criminal charges and may have his haul confiscated.
India has test-fired nuclear-capable intercontinental ballistic missile with a range of 5,000 kilometers from an island off its east coast amid rising border tensions with China. The Agni 5 missile splashed down in the Bay of Bengal with a very high degree of accuracy, said the statement issued.
China, Russia, Iran, Pakistan and others in the region surrounding Afghanistan have set out to establish unity in confronting the crises enveloping the nation since the US role. Among the most concerning developments for these countries has been the rise of militant groups such as the Islamic State that have issued threats beyond Afghanistan's borders. Afghanistan's neighbors have sent a clear message to the Taliban government that it should fulfill its commitments made with the international community.
Saudi Arabia and the UAE have summoned Lebanon's ambassadors to protest against Information Minister's criticism of the Riyadh-led military coalition fighting rebels in Yemen. He said during an interview aired on Monday that the Iran-backed Houthi rebels are defending themselves against an external aggression, adding that homes, villages, funerals and weddings were being bombed by the coalition.
The United States announced its first passport with X for gender, a landmark step for people outside the binary male or female categories. Under Blinken, the State Department has also allowed U.S. passport holders to select their gender on passports.
The Supreme Court Thursday issued a detailed judgment in a case pertaining to the 15-story Nazla Tower in Karachi. In its detailed verdict, the Apex Court directed the latest technology to demolish the high-rise building on the Shah Faisal through controlled blasting. The owner of Nazla Tower will pay the cost of the demolition, according to the SC order.
The Balochistan Assembly will elect its next leader of the House in a session summoned tomorrow, days after former C.N. resigned from the post of Chief Minister. In the meantime, the federal said that it will support any candidate the BAP names as the new Chief Minister of the province.
dengue virus infections are continuing to climb in Pakistan, as the case count crossed 27,000 this year to date, according to the official tally. The most number of people have died in Punjab, which recorded 34 deaths, followed by Sindh with 15 deaths, Islamabad with 11 and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa with 7, this year.
Pakistan has lost 9 people to the coronavirus. According to NCOC, 706 new infections were reported in the last 24 hours. The positivity rate was recorded 1.42%.
3 members of the Pakistan women's cricket squad, participating in the Pre-West Indies series camp at the Hanif Muhammad High Performance Centre in Karachi, have been diagnosed with the coronavirus, it emerged on Thursday. In a statement, the Pakistan Cricket Board confirmed that the women's team members tested positive during the routine COVID-19 testing yesterday.
NASA says a group of scientists may have discovered signs of a new planet beyond the Milky Way. The potential discovery could be the first ever planet found in another galaxy. The discovery is NASA said the size of the possible planet's orbit is so large that it would not cross in front of its binary partner again for about 70 years. The astronomers published their findings in the journal Nature Astronomy.